Mike's up there. Hey there guys, how you doing? Tori, your friend, the Geelong Flipper. How you doing? I'm just picking some orders. It's frustrating because my little store in where I do pick from, next door neighbour, we've got a wall between us. Their apartment flooded, and because even though they knew about it, they didn't sandbag it. Everything, the water came through into my unit, and I've had to move stuff around, so it's very cramped in here, very claustrophobic. But I thought I'd still share with you. And also, at the moment, I'm going to share my frustration because I don't know. I've had one of those days, guys, where I can't find a damn thing I listed, but together we're going to achieve things, okay? So I thought I might as well share it with you to show, hey, sometimes we have a frustrating day, sometimes we have good days. Today for me is frustrating. I have, because of the narrow space, some of the shelving that I had to move has literally broken. So I'm up for money for that because of this. Speechless. I'm speechless about it, but I just wanted to show you some of the stuff I'm picking. I only got a couple of orders, but yeah, frustrated. Felt I needed to vent. Knew I could vent to you. Yeah. Yeah. So some of the time let me check and see what the view is for you poor guys. Yeah, some of this is going to be out of view. I need the light on there, so I'm sorry. I don't know if that fixes things or makes it worse. Bad luck. I'm just going to try to find some of this stock. So it's been a busy day today. I was out on the hunt, as I do. I found a lot of bargains, did a lot of good shopping. If the microphone sounds weird or if it's moving about, it's up here. So you can probably hear me really well at the moment, and then you won't hear me as well. I'll try to stay... Actually, give me a second. One day I'll be a successful YouTuber and I'll have a wireless microphone that I can just wear there on my hat. Not even kidding, I'd actually like that. If any microphone companies are listening, check these out. I got them for $5. Pretty good. It's the older ones that are actually worth the money though. So we went out on the thrift, on the hunt, looking, searching, praying. There was a lot of praying. I have so little room. Kyrie's, they're listed. Yeah, so spent a lot of money. Well, I think it would have been over $400 on shoes today, but filled the entire car with ladies' shoes, men's shoes, sneakers, brand new in a box, not brand new in a box, the whole kit and caboodle. And to say I'm pleased with that would be, I'm very, very pleased. What's the word? An understatement. So, what I've got to do here is have you bear with me. I know you can't see me. Well, if you can, you're probably looking at my bum, and I apologise. But if you like it, join the channel membership. Okay, so like I said, I'm having one of those really flustered days where I can't seem to find anything, and I know it's been compounded with the flood. So I've done a bit of a search on my laptop just then. I'm out of breath. I've been moving so much stuff around, and I'm unfit. But yeah, I've been moving so much stuff around that I'm a little bit over it today. Had a really good morning, like I said. Got a ton of stuff, and it's funny. It's my second time in a row that I've done this, and each time I've spent a fair bit of money with the Oppos. I mean, with the shoes, I will be both selling them on eBay and also at the local market. So that's the plan. And oh, hello to Matt. One of you guys said g'day to me today at the Oppo. Matt, I hope you found jeans. I hope you found the surf shirt you were after. And it was lovely to meet you. Thank you for saying g'day to me. I'm talking to the mic, but thanks, Matt. Good on you, mate. Tell you what, the coastal areas today were absolutely pumping. Tomorrow is Melbourne Cup Day. If you're not in Australia, it's like our biggest racehorse day, and I think it is internationally recognised too. I'm not into sports or betting, or, well, I'm not against betting, but I don't understand how to bet on horse racing. I can't study the form, so I probably won't be partaking. Alright, this is not looking promising. I've got two decent items to find, and all I can say is at the moment, thank goodness they don't have to be out until Wednesday, because I don't know what the heck is going on. I've, had a lot going on. It's been a flustering bit of a nightmare lately for me personally. But yeah, like, my system is, I've got the tubs, like that's T09, and I put that on my listing so as I know to get everything from there. But at the moment, the first two items I was looking for, nope, can't find them. The other item I was looking for, can't find it. And it's I feel like I'm doing a bit of a pity party, but I guess I also just want to illustrate sometimes, sometimes doing this stuff is a bit hard when you've got other stuff going on, but it's the job, and because I work for myself, I don't get time off like that. Like, I could just stop for a bit and not do anything, sure, but that would be sort of defeating the point as well, wouldn't it? It's like I took my foot off the pedal a little bit during, like, after my mother passed away. I took my foot off the pedal just a little bit then, but I was like, you're starting to lose money, you idiot. Yeah, see, I'm meant to be finding Resistance 3 and The Simpsons Bart versus the World. I can't find either of those ones. I will find something I can find. So I found this super cute Big Bird plushie, and so what did I sell him for $15 and 10 shipping, and I paid $2 for him. So that stuff is cute. I mean, look how gorgeous he is, honestly. Stuff like that makes me happy. Bright colours. It's really cool. I think it's why I like Lego and toys and stuff so much. They are good fun. I think what I'll do just quickly here. Okay, so that's in tub 10. Tub 10 is going to be a bastard to access, so give me a second on that little one. Alright, so, and I love this too. Like the person who bought Big Bird. Let's have a look here. I don't know if you're a viewer, but Melanie, you wrote thank you on there. It's just nice when there's a little message from the buyer. I don't know if she's a viewer or not, but if you are, thank you so very much. And even if you're not, I'll still be writing thank you so very much. So yeah, got just shoes. And I've done some private sales of some of them, which has been really reassuring because I have spent so much money on stock. But yeah, going there 2 days in a row. Yes, okay. This is one of them, just an old NES game. How cool is that though? They got it for $50. I think I paid $3. But that is an old game. It's all complete in there. Stoked. Alright. Things are on the upswing. If only that Resistance game was in there, then I'd really be happy. I don't think it is though. I'd love to be wrong. it's funny to go through this stuff and just go, you know, sometimes you forget what you've bought. And it's just like, oh, wow, you know, there is some really neat stuff in there, like Animal Crossing. Cool. So it is fun to look through this stuff, even though at the moment I'll be the first to fess up and say I am not having any fun not finding stuff. And it's sort of like, yeah, you've got a bit going on, but at the same time I want to be professional. So I'm a little bit disappointed in myself, guys, at just this particular point in time. I don't like not knowing where things are, and I do my best to avoid that sort of crap going on. But we can only learn from the mistakes and hopefully not tip everything out when I lower this down. Come on, come on, come on. And I cannot wait for the carpet company to come and get all of their shit out of my house. Phew. Lid back on. Bear with me. Bear with me. I'm going to lift this up that I can talk to you, and I just have another look. Just in case, just, you know, you get flustered and you don't look properly. One thing I did do over the weekend, it's weird, this has been a weird realization, for me. On the weekend, I had the chance to sort of take stock of my stock. And I've noticed, probably, like, I think some of this is like, you can listen to people like me, you can listen to far more experienced people than me, and you know, you can listen to them or don't. It is up to you. So I realize that, like, sometimes the advice that you're being given, as bad as it's going to sound stupid, I don't know the right way to say this. Sometimes the advice you might hear on these YouTube reseller channels is right. I'll explain. So a lot of the resellers are pulling out of DVDs, unless you're a big time operation with staff. It's the only way I could see you making a success out of it. Or if you're niching, getting just box sets, maybe only specializing in horror movies, stuff like that. But if you're just, when I started, I was always picking up DVDs cheaply, and I was like, these are great, because I love movies. Like, I am a total movie buff. I love movies, just love them. So I'm like, I love movies, so movies will be worth money. I would now say to you guys, some movies are worth money. The rest of them are just fun to watch. And it's been a real eye-opener. And not entirely a pleasant one. But a good eye-opener. It's like I keep saying, it's like I want to keep learning. I learn, I make mistakes. And I know this is going to show a thin skin, and I do know it's one of those weird things now. I do know now that I've got trolls that like watching as well, or picking at the stuff I'm saying. It's so bizarre. Well, it's not. I'm doing this to help people. I never did this to have people pick and chew at the words I say. I just did this to show people that if you've got nothing, you can make something. I'm not a high-end YouTuber or an eBay reseller. Between myself and myself and Ali, we make enough to pay the mortgage and live. But it's not like I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year yet. Maybe never. And I think I've said that the entire way through. Learn from my mistakes, I keep saying, or this is not financial advice. So I must admit, recently it has been a bit weird to have people come out of nowhere and sort of give me a bit of a bash or a nasty private message. It's not going to stop me, because the other side is, I have people today like Matt that came up and said, I watch your videos and I enjoy them. Fuck yeah, I'll do it for them. I'll do it for anyone who gets a little bit of pleasure out of having a bit of a chat while they're listening or listening to someone talk to them. But yeah, it's been bizarre. But I guess maybe it's just one of those things. You see someone on YouTube that you just simply don't like the look of. I can put it down to that too. Maybe it's the way I speak that annoys people. Maybe it's the way I talk about sales. I get that. But I don't know. I guess I don't walk around YouTube typing nasty crap to people. So it's weird to be on the receiving end of some of it. So, yeah, bit of a weird one. I'm not going to pretend I'm one of these thick-skinned people. I'm probably not going to edit this either, so if I fuck up, I fuck up. I'm not one of these thick-skinned people that you can say anything you want and it doesn't hurt my feelings. It does. It makes me feel sad sometimes. It also makes me pity, and I'm not being silly, I pity the people who do it, because they've just grabbed one moment and rode it into the ground, whereas anyone who's watching regularly is aware of my motivations. They're pretty fucking pure, to be honest. All I want to do is like the song says, all I want to do is have some fun, and I have the feeling I'm not the only one. I like that. But, yeah, I'm very frustrated at myself because I think these couple of smaller mistakes, and it's mainly from when I started doing this, like a little bit more than a hobby. I foolishly didn't number tubs or anything like that. So I have a system now, and for the most part it works, but sometimes I screw up and I'll forget to put the tub number, but then I can do okay, when did I list it? Other things are in this tub. For example, the Resistance game that's meant to be in tub 2 was listed around the time that there was tub 2 and 3 on the go. So I'm not sure where it is at the moment. That's frustrating me. I sold a CD and, I can't locate that. That doesn't normally happen to me. Like, I take pride in the fact I try hard to be a proper top-rated seller, and, I'm going to have to flag something that I can't ship it. And I feel bad. I even tried to find this CD. I actually own it myself as a private CD. It's even to the point that I was going to give them my own copy, and just, if I can't find the other one, so be it. At least I've done the right thing. But with the flood and everything being moved, I can't even get to where that CD is. And that part frustrates me for the customer. Not for me, but it's the whole, I don't want to let my customer down. And I guess that part I'm very, very serious about. I've been in retail on and off for over 20 odd years comfortably. 24 years I've been in retail, and I still consider this that I'm in retail. I'm just working for myself, but it's still a retail operation. At the end of the year I'll do my taxes and do my receipts and my profit and my loss and all the normal stuff we do. Like, I don't run anything as cashies, because I don't want to get caught out, and I don't know. It's weird to me, but if I don't like the idea of if you're dodging stuff, it sort of feels like you're lying. So that's something I'm not a fan of. It's something I don't want to do. I am going to look in this tub down here. I do not think it's in here. I'll turn around so I can face the camera every now and then. Oh, anyhow, I digressed from what I was talking about before. Looking through my stuff, even though they're things I enjoy, doesn't mean that they'll necessarily sell well. So I went into my DVD category on the weekend. At the moment I have over 300 listings, and whilst I didn't mark them down as much as some people might, I marked most of them down to $6, even if they were like $19, even if I thought it was a good movie that was hard to get. I did mark down a lot to $6, $7, even some really hard to get horrors that I had up for like 40 odd bucks, they're down to 19. I need to really rethink what I'm doing about my DVD category. It doesn't mean I still won't. It doesn't mean that I won't still do it, because I will. But it's such hard work, and I think the only way you can really make that category work properly on eBay is that you may have to have a setup like what's the show that the lady that does the books, the Back from Burnout, Mel. Sorry, Mel. Her partner, I think he does CDs. I don't know if he does DVDs, but I know he does CDs. I don't know what his eBay shop is, if anyone can drop a comment, because I'd love to see how it is styled, but he seems to be running a very large operation with multiple employees who are listing and helping him. And I think that you've got to be turning over such a large quantity that the quantity is the way it works. And maybe if you're paying those people a smaller, say a retail level, whatever level wage, you might be able to get that going. You know, a basic warehouse setup where you are just paying them this freaking game. I can't find it. Yeah, you may have to be doing a sort of a bit of a basic retail setup in a warehouse to make that work on any sort of large scale, because the competition is fierce, and I think it operates on a premise of scarcity and volume. Scarcity and volume would be the only ways. Sorry, you know, I've got autism. How cool is that? Okay, I do think that is the way that would work. So I'm so far away from doing that, and I would say at the moment I wouldn't want to, but you never know. Things can change, and it's like what I've been doing at the moment is trying to find different ways that I can level up. And at the moment, I think I've done little things to level up. I'm starting to try to get over some of my own fear as a smaller reseller, in that nowadays, if I see a quality product for a more expensive price, I'll consider buying it. Like in the past, I know this sounds stupid, okay? In the past, I would not have spent $40 on a pair of shoes, but I did recently. I bought RM Williams boots for $40, and I know that's a great deal. So don't get me wrong; it's not like, oh, you know, I know that's a good purchase. But the Tory of, say, goodness me, 2 months ago, no fucking way. I wouldn't have done it. The idea of spending that sort of money and taking that risk terrifies me. And it's even the fact that, like, I've still got the I've still got those shoes, and they haven't sold, but I haven't had them for long. I think 2 weeks. I've put them up for 200 and something. People are ridiculous though. They'll offer you like $60 or something. And I know when those boots came out, they would have been I would say $500 to $700 roughly on what I could look up. So I'm really sorry. I'm not like going to take a $60 offer when I paid $40. That would be stupid with the eBay fees. And this is another dumb thing. And it's like, this is where I'm learning too. I've started using Sales Calc. And if you're not familiar with it, look it up. It's Sales Calculator for eBay. Most of the guys out there do use it. I'm just an idiot. I didn't. So I am using it now. And what it does, guys, it lets you look at how much you bought something for, how much you're selling it for, how much the postage is for, and then it will basically take out all the fees and all that sort of nonsense, and it tells you what your profit is at the end. So I know that sounds so blatantly straightforward and like, why wouldn't you be doing that? But I wasn't. And it's another one of those things where, you know, that's stupid. That's stupid, and I was not doing that. But you know, I care about you guys, so please use it. Yeah, please use it. It will really help. And it even helps with, ouch, that hurt. Okay. It will even help with basic things like someone puts in a mad offer, and by that I mean a fucked one, and at least then you can go, like, the stupid offers that I've been getting on some of the stuff, it's like, by the time eBay takes out all of its fees and everything, I'd have nothing. I've just got, basically, all I would have done, and this sounds terrible, but all I would have done is gone and bought those friggin' shoes for someone to buy them cheap. As a favour. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will wheel and deal and do that and try to be fair with my pricing. But I think sometimes, like, people don't see it's like, this is literally how we keep a roof above our heads. It's not a hobby. Yes, I write my books, but those sales, like, you don't make a lot of money. You've got to sell thousands of books. And I sell, well, last month I sold over 100. That was pretty cool. So far this month I've sold 1. That'll come with time. All good things come with time. And I get that. But still, sometimes the waiting is terrible. But, so yeah, so what I'm going to be, I did fire sold my my DVDs. My next thing is I've got to stop the variation listing. It does not work for me. I'm glad I did it. I am super glad I did it. I'm glad I did it with you guys during that live that we could all learn together. But it didn't work for me. I didn't get a single sale. So I saw in a recent episode of Aussie Flipper, g'day to Matt, that he bundled Goosebumps up. I've got so many Goosebumps my head would spin, and I'm not talking about Goosebumps. I'm talking about the books, like those books I showed you. The old ones, though, when they bundle up really well. So I'm going to bundle them and sell them as completes like I did with the Doctor Who's. And I'll be bundling a lot of stuff to get it out of my shop. I'll be bundling a lot of my Dr. Seuss. There's a couple of titles that are out of print. I still suggest that they are bolos that you should look for. And they are that one. So I've got a few of those on the go. They are out of print. And over time, even though they were mass produced, over time they'll get harder and harder to get because people will go, oh, I love Dr. Seuss. I never got that. How do I get it? Well, you buy it off me. Or off you if you've got one. This was a bit of a dud thing. It's a Transformers toy. I saw listings for it. It was like, it's a place called My First Transformer, and I saw a listing for like $400. I've dropped my price significantly. It's still too expensive, I think, to get traction. It is cool though. Old Penguin books, they go okay. But yeah, a lot of the video games I bought, they're just shit. My thing used to be that I had a strong belief, but it's all room based. I don't have room. It was all based around the whole, you know, if someone really wants it, they'll buy it. But what if that person doesn't come along for a couple of years? I'm just sick of holding on to stock like that. It's stupid. It's not sensible. So use the eBay research tool. That'll be really helpful. Oh, damn it. I got all excited. The game I'm looking for is Resistance 3. And something I just realised too, and I will look it up, actually. I may own more than one copy of that game, so I might actually just look it up and pull it out of another tub. See? Eventually we get there with thoughts. If I don't own another copy, then it's just bad luck and I'm a moron. I am one anyhow, but something else I'm trying to, I've talked about promoted listings in the past, and I found that when I wasn't using promoted listings, my sales dropped dramatically. Like I just dropped my stock dramatically. But I'm going to do a little bit of a test, and if I remember I'll get back to you and tell you. I still believe in promoted listings. I do. I think when I'm looking at how much money I'm feeding eBay doing it by their suggesteds, to be honest, I was a little bit horrified with myself. So what I'm going to try is pretty straightforward, and that is I'm going to, with some of my listings, I've dropped the level of promoted, and I'm going to see if they still sell. So some of the shoes, eBay saying do 10%. No, I say. I've been lowering it down to 4%. And I'm going to see if I still have traction. I might hit the mic. That'll be some ASMR there. Yeah, I might drop the... well, I have dropped the promoted level discount. And I'll let you guys know if it still gets me any traction. And I'm going to show you something if you're still with me. These books have been nothing but magnificent for me. I think it's Poppy and Mozart. Let's have a look. Poppy and Mozart. Okay, so yeah, Poppy and Mozart. Storybook with 16 musical sounds. I picked that up for $1. I've paid $3 for it before. I sold that one for $50, and I did discount it. Like there are sold comps, I think, for $80 or $90, but I sold it for $50. And it is going to New South Wales. And yeah, thank you, Dean. I appreciate the purchase. Good on you. Don't know if he's a viewer. He was just really nice and said, hey, would you consider this? I'd really love to have it. And I don't care if he is getting it for a kid, for himself, or whatever. $50 is still good, and I'm so stoked that I could fulfill that need. So that was awesome. So yeah, guys, there's multiple in the series. So I've got Poppy and Vivaldi and the brass band. I've got 2 of the brass band because whenever I see this series, I buy it. So I've got 2 Vivaldi and 2 on the brass band, and basically the cover, you push the buttons and it plays some of the music. It's actually really clever. Now, whilst I've got that tub down though, let's just have a quick look. Selling, active. I'm really hoping that I do resistance. Of course, it's the way. I'm gonna have to dig through all the tubs. It tells me I don't have another copy of it. I've screwed up somewhere there, but it's really annoying and really frustrating. I'm annoyed at myself because I know better than that, and I'm trying to show you guys. But the other side to this is that I'm also trying to show you guys that we all make mistakes. So I can't say, do this, do that, because I get it wrong. Got a nice pair of shoes to go out. Let's have a look here. So these are Diana Ferraris. They're beautiful. They're patent leather, red with tassels. They're in a thing that in a tub that's out in the other room. So you may not. Oh, can I show you the picture? I'll just show you the picture. Okay, so nice shoes, second hand, leather, patent leather with the tassels, minimal wear on the inside. I clean them, disinfect them, and yeah. So I'm stoked on that. I always take a lot of photos, if you can see that. And I make sure that I put so much information on. So I listed them for 38, I believe, from memory. Let's look here. No, customer paid 38 bucks. So Teresa, thank you for that. That's cool. I know where they are, and I'll be getting them shortly. Poppy, dun 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 dun. All right, that's everything I was meant to be picking out of this area. Thanks for the chat. Made my job take too long, but I just thought that I would show you that, you know, I'm sure I'm doing what a lot of you guys are doing as well. It's certainly not anything special. I love doing it though. I'm frustrated because I've got to fix a broken cube that's just behind the camera. So I know I've got that to do. I've got my, well, I call it pack and track. I've got my shipping to do to get that ready to go tomorrow. And yeah, I've got more listing to do. Like I said, I would have bought over 100 pairs of shoes today, I believe. And some of them are bangers. So I'll be listing them over the next couple of days. Some of them this evening. I'll upload this evening. Grand Flip members will have access to it, as will mid flips. So yeah, if you want to become a channel member, it does help. It does help a lot. And if you've got an eBay store and you want it promoted, then it can be on the credits at the end of the video, like the people whose names you're about to see. Please stick through. Check out their eBay stores. They may have something you want. And thank you so much for watching and being a part of everything. This was just a chat. Just a vlog really, as I picked some stuff. So please let me know if you enjoy this, and I'll do more of it when I'm picking from here. It gives me a chance to vent and talk to you guys and just let you know what's going on, because yeah, sometimes this stuff isn't all like, you know, peaches and cream. Sometimes I'm making stupid mistakes that I'm desperately trying to fix for my customer because I had a bad day or a bad moment, and we all have them. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, let someone know about it, and yeah, thank you. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you, even you naughty little trolls. And you know what? Sometimes even when these guys are being a little bit nasty, they still impart knowledge that I benefit from. So I think I can take something positive with the negative, and I generally try to respond positively because, to be honest, I just want to be friends with everyone. So I know that's not always going to happen, but I think also if we show kindness to each other, even when someone may not be being kind, it can turn them around, and you can make a friend where you might have had someone who didn't like you very much. So it's always worth trying to be a good egg, I guess. Or as the Germans say, ich bin eine gute Ei. Auf Wiedersehen, yo.